What's going down, Raider Nation? Well, our team had a long bye week. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was kind of rough, not seeing a Raider game this past weekend. But, I mean, it would have been nice if the 49ers would have lost, you know what I'm saying? But, the Eagles had to give it to them, you feel me? It was just pathetic. It was a pathetic game, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're really a Niner hater like I am, you know what I'm saying? You understand that the Philadelphia Eagles really gave them that game, along with help with the refs. The Eagles, hit the red zone like 3-4 times in the first half, man, and didn't score, but they could have. They just let off the gas. And then Jalen Hurts was just looking for nothing but bombs. Just bombs. And at first, the defense was penetrating the line and getting to Brock Purdy, you feel me? And then all of a sudden, they just back up and start playing soft zone throughout the whole game. And I'm like, okay, I already know where this is heading, you know what I'm saying? Well, that was the only excitement out of that, but it wasn't really excitement because the motherfuckers won. But to keep it on a high note, look, man, I understand you fans want new, see new, play new, have new energetic players or players that are already there, them already, getting hyped up even more, you know what I'm saying? Way before, JMD. We didn't see all that until Gruden basically, got bamboozled for that email bullshit. And it was about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Carr was on the rise because Gruden found out a way to run a system just for him. And Ruggs was a wide receiver, a star wide receiver on the rise. And then he gets into the accident and boom. And then David Arnett went crazy. You know what I mean? Whatever. Then we get JMD, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sending you a trip at the Silver Legacy.
And he basically tore down the whole roster and built his own. Well, with that being said, we fired him because there was no improvement in the game. We couldn't convert in the second half. Right? Then we put Antonio Pierce as the interim coach, hopefully that the team would do better. We won 2 games. Woo! We won 2 games. We won 2 games and beat 2 teams that really didn't have a winning record. All right. Now he's still our interim coach. Bench Jimmy G and put AOC in, right? Thinking that Jimmy G was the problem. He was part of the problem, but he wasn't the whole problem. And now, AOC's in there doing the same thing that Jimmy G was doing and still not able to get past the first half. We can't convert no points in the second half. No touchdowns, no nothing. Or maybe a fucking field goal. That's it. But as far as big points, we're still giving up leads, and we can't convert in the second half. And you guys sitting here saying that AOC is the answer. Bruh is not the answer. He is not the answer. Now, I'm not knocking his game. I'm not knocking him as a player. He's just not ready, and he's not the answer. You feel me? Now, if you want to get a great coach to mold him to be that great quarterback, I'm down for it. But if we gonna get a mediocre coach and try and run this team with AOC, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work, and things aren't gonna change. We're gonna keep seeing mediocrity all the way up until Mark Davis realized that you just can't go and just grab coaches or people from a winning pedigree, but they're not the ones who's making those wins. Like, in other words, they're not the ones who's doing the adjustments and all this other stuff. Like the Bill Belichick's, you know what I'm saying? Like, they do all the adjustments. You know what I'm saying? The Andy Reid's, those coaches make adjustments. Those are the ones. Then of course you got your defensive coordinator. You know what I mean? And you want to keep a good defensive coordinator. Now Patrick Graham, he's good, but he ain't great. But with him having Antonio Pierce working with him, now I could call that. I could see that happening. Because then our defense will be lit up. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that the players don't look energetic, but it was energetic. It's not showing on the field as far as wins. We are not winning. We are losing. We're losing with a rookie quarterback that has panic issues still, that basically is not reading the defense all the time, and still having issues going through his progressions. And he's not mobile. When the pocket is collapsing, he's doing the same thing Carr did. He either runs into it, or he folds. We need a quarterback that knows when he sees that pocket's collapsing, he's not going to wait until the players get around him to make a run, or try to make a running play. Make a play out of it. We need quarterbacks like that can just boom, get out of the situation real quick. And I'm trying to tell you, man, this is today's game. We need the Dak Prescotts. You know what I'm saying? The Lamar Jacksons, the Herberts, the Fields. I mean, not Fields. The Eagles quarterback. You know what I'm talking about. Those type of quarterbacks. And the reason why I put Dak Prescott in here, because he's a pocket passer, but he can use those legs when he need to. They settled him down to a point where hey, you're not an elusive quarterback like that, but you do have the legs to get out of the situation if needed. You know what I'm saying? The Russell Wilsons. You know what I'm saying? There's so many quarterbacks in the league right now that can make plays. We already know how Mahomes is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to bring him up because dude is like unstoppable sometimes. Most of the time. This is today's game. And AOC don't fit that. You put a strong O-line around him, then yes. But teams nowadays don't have a strong O-line. It's not about having a strong O-line anymore, man. It's about how well you can get out of a situation that you feel is going to come to an end. So at this point, I'm telling you right now, at this point, AOC is not the answer. Now, if I see some improvement, then I have to see some improvement, like some real improvement. Like, we have to be winning in the second half, playing against the Vikings, because the Vikings is not no chump change team. And just say for an example, we're not doing very good in the first half, and Antonio Pierce has to make some adjustments, and he does make good adjustments, then I want to see him continue to do that throughout the rest of the season. But if he can't do that, he is not a coach. He's not a head coach. So stop with you guys' little, oh man, you guys don't know football, yada yada, this and that, because we're still stuck on mediocre. You know, you are. You're still stuck on the mediocre shit. Because if you go back from the beginning of the season, we was having issues not converting in the second half. And this is what JMD being our fucking coach. So go back, recap, look at all the videos, and see what I'm talking about. My name is Loyal to the Soil, and I hope you have a nice day. And stay warm, because it's cold up here in Nevada, man. Real talk. I'm out.